Crochet Santa Claus coaster for Christmas. First, use red yarn. Hold yarn with left hand, like this. Left index finger controls the tension of the yarn. Please keep this yarn in a straight line. Hold the hook in the right hand, like this. For the coaster, I'm going to make a magic circle. Hold your yarn. Then wrap yarn around your middle finger. Press and hold the interlaced place. Grab your hook and thread it through the yarn. Grab your yarn. Then come back. Then make 2 chain stitches. To make chain stitch, yarn around. Then pull through the loop on your hook. One chain stitch is done. The abbreviation for chain stitch is CH. Now make the second chain stitch. Yarn around. Then pull through both loops on your hook. The second chain stitch is done. This is a magic circle, and next we will work in it. Now let's start our first round. For the first round, I'm going to make 12 double crochet in the magic circle. To make double crochet, yarn around. Insert the hook into the magic circle. Grab the yarn. Then come back. There are 3 loops on the hook. Now yarn over. Then pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. There are 2 loops on the hook. Now yarn over again. Then pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. This is a double crochet. The abbreviation for double crochet is DC, and it's also the first stitch for the first round. Now enlarge the loop on the hook and take out the hook. Suggest beginners to place a stitch marker on the first stitch of each round. Please pay attention to the placement of the stitch marker. Now insert the hook into the loop and adjust the size of the loop. Let's continue with the second double crochet. To make the second double crochet, yarn around. Insert the hook into the magic circle. Grab the yarn. Then come back. There are 3 loops on the hook. Now yarn over. Then pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Now yarn over again, and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. The second double crochet is done. Then make the third one. Yarn around. Insert the hook into the magic circle. Grab the yarn, then come back. Yarn over, then pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Now yarn over again, and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. The third double crochet is done. Then make the fourth one. Now making the fifth one. For the first round, we need make 12 double crochet in the magic circle in total. So now making the sixth one. The seventh one. The eighth one. The ninth one. The 10th one. The 11th one. The 12th one. The yarn almost looks like it's making a V shape in each double crochet. To count your stitch, count how many V's on the top of the double crochet. Once you have 12 double crochet, pull the magic circle tight. When you're new to crocheting, you'll probably ask yourself, where does my crochet hook go next, after almost every stitch you make? Unless a pattern says otherwise, put the hook under both top loops. in the transition from one round to the next. Joined rounds have a clear beginning and end. The end of one round is connected to the beginning of the same round with a join, like a slip stitch and chain. The result is a piece with straight rounds but also a seam. Hold your yarn, then insert the hook. Now take out the stitch marker and join with a slip stitch. To make slip stitch, insert your hook to the first stitch, the position where the marker was just placed. Put the tail on the hook to weave it into the stitches. It can perfectly hide the tail. Grab the yarn and come back. Then pull through the loop on your hook. This is a slip stitch. The abbreviation for slip stitch is SLST. Pull hard on the loop on the hook. The slip stitch just now will shrink, and the joined seam will be small. For the second round, we will be using light khaki and white yarn. First, change to the light khaki yarn. Hold the light khaki yarn. Then press the yarn onto the wrong side of the fabric. Grab the yarn, then pull through the loop on your hook. Now tighten the red yarn. Now chain 2 for the beginning of the second round. For the second round, I'm going to increase. That means place 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Now make 1 double crochet in the first stitch, the same position as the slip stitch just now. Put the tails on the hook to weave it into the stitches. Put a stitch marker in the first stitch of the second round. Now make 1 more double crochet in the same stitch. 2 double crochet in a same stitch is increase. The abbreviation for increase is INC. Then increase into the next stitch. Place 2 double crochet into the next stitch. Then increase into the next stitch. For the second round, I'm going to increase in each stitch. 6 increase use light khaki yarn, and 6 increase use white yarn. At the end we will have 24 stitches in total. Now you can cut off the tails. Then make the 6th increase. Now make the 2nd double crochet. Now change to white yarn to complete the 2nd double crochet. Now making the 7th increase in the next stitch. The light khaki yarn should always be placed on top of the hook. Now change to light khaki yarn and complete the final double crochet for the second round. Now take out the stitch marker and join with a slip stitch. Now chain 2. The second round is done. Then make the third round. For the third round, I'm going to make 1 double crochet in the first stitch with the light khaki yarn. The white yarn will always be on top of the hook. Then increase. Place 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Then make 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Then increase in the next stitch. Repeat this process. 1 double crochet and 1 increase. 6 times with light khaki yarn and 6 times with white yarn. At the end we will have 36 stitches in total. Now change to white yarn. Be careful to tighten the yarn first so that the wrong side cannot see different colors. Now repeat this process 6 times with white yarn. 1 double crochet and 1 increase. The light khaki yarn will always be on top of the hook. Now change to light khaki yarn and complete the final double crochet for the third round. Now take out the stitch marker and join with a slip stitch. Now chain 2. For the fourth round, I'm going to make 2 double crochet in the first 2 stitches with the light khaki yarn. Then increase. Place 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this process. 2 double crochet and 1 increase. 6 times with light khaki yarn and 6 times with white yarn. At the end we will have 48 stitches in total. Now change to white yarn. Make 2 double crochet and 1 increase. Cut off light khaki-colored yarn. Next, we will only use the white yarn for the 5th round. Now take out the stitch marker and join with a slip stitch. Then chain 2. For the 5th round, I'm going to make 3 double crochet in the first 3 stitches. Then increase. Repeat this process. 3 double crochet and 1 increase. At the end we will have 60 stitches in total. Now change to red yarn and complete the final double crochet for the 5th round. Now take out the stitch marker and join with a slip stitch. Then chain 2. For the 6th round, I'm going to make 4 double crochet and 1 increase. And we will repeat this process with red yarn 6 times. Then with white yarn 6 times. At the end we will have 72 stitches in total. Now change to white yarn. Cut off the red yarn. Hide the red yarn with a big eye needle. Now make 4 double crochet and 1 increase with white yarn. Now make one slip stitch. Cut the yarn and leaving a tail. Hide the tail with a big eye needle. A Santa Claus coaster is ready.